Charlie Kirk. In this video, I'll be talking about his assassination and how people react to it. While his death was tragic, Americans on TikTok chose to react to it just because he believed in stuff like abortion was wrong and like gay and trans people were bad. Like, I disagree with his beliefs because I think they're absolutely awful. But I would never wish him dead, because you shouldn't wish someone dead just because of what they believe. Because in principle, he didn't hurt anyone by saying what he said. He just wanted to show his beliefs and change the world in his way. For example, let's think of an example of someone who people on the left would have loved who was assassinated. Mine's going blank, just... Malcolm X. Or any of those black equal rights groups. People were sad when they died or were killed. So I think it should be the same for the right-wing community. If any of them were assassinated unfairly, be sad. It's like the difference between Mother Teresa dying and Jeffrey Dahmer dying. One clearly deserved it, while the other didn't. So, a message to TikTok. Do not get upset or be dramatic about his death, but don't be happy about it. Just be respectful and courteous. Now next, I'll be talking about the Stephen Colbert situation and the fact that plenty of people in news have been, and talk shows, been fired for talking about their opinion on the death of Charlie Kirk. Now I understand it might be a bit insensitive, like 9/11 jokes during 9/11. It still isn't. They still should be able to have the right of free speech without being tarnished and fired for it. For example, most of these firings only happened because of ratings and the broadcasting not being happy with it. They just used Charlie Kirk as a scapegoat, really. And that is unfair, since one of his beliefs was he was anti-censorship, and it's not really honouring his name, really, is it? So I say, let people have free speech, as long as it's not hateful, as long as it's not hurting anyone physically. Okay? Oh, and there was also the Jimmy Kimmel situation, which, thankfully, it's been rectified. But just think about how that nearly happened. Now let's talk about the next thing. For example, I live in the UK, and if a really important figure, like say when Queen Elizabeth or Princess Diana died, they got a state funeral, which is like a massive funeral where millions who live in the UK mourn that person and celebrate their life. Now something similar happened in the US with Charlie Kirk. Look, millions of people went to his memorial to mourn him, some celebrated, which you shouldn't do. And at that, there was Donald Trump, who I disagree with, but I understand that he's in power, so it makes sense why he'd be there. Like in the UK, we have Labour in power right now. They'd have to show up at all this important stuff. It's diplomacy. They might not like the person, but they still have to do it. And that's what Donald Trump probably didn't like Charlie Kirk. He was there for diplomacy and looks. Because right now he needs to look good. Because stuff like the Epstein files. All alleged, in my opinion. Also, at the memoriam of Charlie Kirk was his wife, who people on the internet were comparing to Amber Heard. Most people did this, left and right, both wings of the political spectrum. But when Donald Trump spoke, they weren't comparing him to someone nasty and horrible like Amber Heard, bitch. People were mixed about him. I think she's in mourning. Not everyone's going to be the best when they're in mourning. So just wait a while and then make your judgment. Just to be fair. And the final thing I'd like to say is right-wing politicals and right-wing commentators don't do controversy. Don't make controversies. No. I think they're controversy. No. What are they called? It's like the Illuminati. It's fake stuff like aliens that made the pyramids, that kind of stuff. They're thinking about Charlie Kirk. Like he found the Epstein files allegedly, or found something he shouldn't have found. It's like what most people believe about Marilyn Monroe's death, that she was killed by the Kennedys for having sex with them. So here's what I believe when people bring up like conspiracy, that's the word I was looking for, theories about Charlie Kirk's death and allegedly finding stuff like Epstein files and stuff he shouldn't. Much like Marilyn Monroe. You can have your own headcanons, like you do in fiction, about someone's death, but you shouldn't view that as fact and be spreading it on the internet. Without using words like alleged and in my opinion, because it's very dangerous if you just spread it like it's the truth. That's how you get conspiracy nuts, cults and deaths, murders, suicides. Jim Jones, Charlie Manson, they spread conspiracy theories like they were true. And look, that got Sharon Tate killed because of cults like that. So I'm just saying, don't spread it unless you know for certain that it's a truth and not your warped mind or mental illness making you think something's true. So don't spread it because desperate people, young adults, teenagers, drug addicts, they'll believe it if someone's charismatic enough. That's how people were able to believe that someone's trans just because someone says so. Don't believe everything. So yeah, that's what I think about Charlie Kirk's death. It's a tragedy. Be nice about it. Don't celebrate his death, because if you celebrate his death, people on TikTok who celebrate his death, they've been fired and out of jobs. So yeah, see how that goes for you if you celebrate his death. I think the best thing to do is think about his memory. Okay? Yes, he said something most of the things he said I don't agree with. Actually, I think all of them. Stuff he said about gays, trans, black people, and just any minority in general and his views on abortion I don't agree with. You have to respect him as a person, because how do you feel if you were assassinated and he just laughed at you? That wouldn't be fair. And don't take his name in vain with cancel culture either. That's a message to most of the right wing doing it. Don't. CBS, don't. ABC, don't. And the thing is, just be fair, honest, and nice about the situation without having to turn it into a fight. I know in 2025 that's hard, with all the stuff that's going on allegedly, with Epstein files, controversies, trends coming in and out, TikTok being banned, unbanned. It's all a ruckus and very hard. I say, just treat others how you want to be treated and be respectful about dead people. Bye.